Recently, I released a City Royale video titled Reinforcement Trap, which showed gameplay from a weak player who was using reinforcements to trap much stronger players. However, a lot of players were confused how this was possible when the player had such low stats. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining how reinforcements actually work and also how you can figure out whether someone's reinforced or not without spying them. So let's get started. Let's take a simple example. Let's say we have player A with 100% stats and player B with 1000% stats. And let's say they both have 100,000 troops each. If player B sends their 100,000 troops to player A, then what will happen when player A gets attacked is that player A's 100,000 troops will have the 100,000 stats that player A has, and player B's 100,000 troops will have 1000% stats, even though they're fighting from the same turf. The battle report will only show player A's stats since it's player A's turf that's getting attacked. However, both players will retain their own stats. In the same way, if player A reinforces player B with 100,000 troops, then again player A's troops will have 100% stats while player B's troops will retain their 1000% stats if player B gets attacked. In the same way, if another player C who has 900% stats reinforces player B with another 100,000 troops, then now there will be 3 different troop types inside of player B's turf. A's troops with 100%, B's troops with 1000%, and C's troops with 900%. Now let's take a look at a different example. Let's say C, who has 900% stats, is going to attack B with 100,000 troops. If B is not reinforced, then B should be more likely to win since B's stats are slightly higher than C. However, let's say A reinforces B right before C's attack. What do you think is going to happen now? You might think that A's reinforcements made B much stronger, so now there should be absolutely no way for C to be able to win. Unfortunately, that's completely wrong. C will in fact have a much higher chance of winning now because of how weak A's troops are. Since C has 900% stats, they'll easily be able to kill most of A's troops, and while B's troops might do some damage to C's troops, C's damage will far exceed the amount of damage done by B. Since the outcome of a battle is based on power differences, C will easily be able to win because of all the free kills that they got from A's troops. This is why you'll notice that during major battles like Governor, only the strongest players in the clan hold the Governor's Hall while all the other players with low stats exit it immediately after it is occupied. This is done to prevent weak players from giving free kills to opponents, making it easier for them to recapture the hall. Hope this made it absolutely clear how stats work when a player is reinforced, and how in certain cases receiving reinforcements could be the main reason you lose a battle. Another question that I get asked a lot is which troops are the best to send while reinforcing other players. A lot of players like to use T9 shooters since they have an attack bonus while defending turfs. However, in my opinion, you should use the same formation that you normally use in the tournament. This is because if you use shooters when your shooter stats are low, they won't really do much damage. It's best to reinforce players with the troops and formation that you normally use in battle. If you're looking for some ready-made troop formations, I have some recommendations on my website. I'll leave a link to that in the description below and also in the pinned comment. Now let's talk about the Godfather's Scarf. This is a piece of equipment that you can use to increase your reinforcement ops capacity and reinforcement ops stats whenever you're reinforcing a turf. It is okay to use this in my opinion if you haven't unlocked the Godfather's code yet. However, if you already have the code, then I don't really see the point in using this Godfather equipment since the code gives almost the same stats as the scarf. And its alteration buffs can even increase your prime ops capacity beyond 20,000. Also, if your code is already augmented to a higher level, it's usually impractical to switch all of your augmentation cards to your scarf before reinforcing someone. This is why I prefer the coat over the scarf. However, you may use the scarf till you unlock the coat. The scarf also has some special type of counter attributes that are not seen anywhere else in the game. Unfortunately, I have no idea how they work, so I can't tell you whether they're good or not. Finally, let's talk about finding out whether a player is reinforced or not without spying their turf. Doing this is pretty simple. All you need to do is you need to set a raid on the player whose reinforcements you want to check, and then go to the clan battles section in your clan tab. This will usually show you whether the player is reinforced or not. If they're reinforced, then you'll be able to see the avatars of the players reinforcing them besides them, and also the number of players reinforcing them. There's only one exception where this strategy will not work, and that is if they use the advanced anti-spy item. If they do this, then the only way you can figure out whether they're reinforced or not is by attacking them directly. So that was all I had to talk about reinforcements. If you have any questions about this topic, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I might make a video about the maximum possible reinforcement capacity in the game in the future, showing you all the different ways to increase your reinforcement capacity. If that's something you're interested in, then let me know in the comments down below. Before I end this video, I'd like to thank all of my patrons for the support. If you want to support me, there's a link to my Patreon in the description below. So that's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope you guys found the video helpful. Thanks for watching the video, guys, and I will see y'all in the next one.